starting out at 177.57, playing 10 and L. Might play some blast tournaments, but I don't know. I've only played a couple hands so far. I'm just waiting for the tables to fill up. Took a beat down here, had a set. Guy made a flush on me. It was for about 30 blinds, where it should have been 100, but it just seemed a little suspicious. So, currently registering on all these. So, should be getting filled up pretty soon. Don't look like I'm too far down the list. I think I like playing 5 tables on the stream. We'll see, though. Might be more. But, yeah, 5's usually good. Anyway, I guess I can move this up. I don't need to see that, right? Oh, goddamn, I didn't mean to do that. WSOP, your site sucks. And we'll just do that. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Backdoor straight and flush draws. Still the same. I should lose here about 50-50. If he bets, I can't call. Because he can have hands like 10 jack, I'm going to guess. 8-6. Interesting. Very creative. A little ASMR for you guys. I was right. The points do restart at the start of the month. So it's the 30th, but I've been reset to 199 points to bronze. Maybe we see how many points we're going to get this month. So we need 200 points to get us to the next stage. Haven't played much at all, so the rewards aren't really a factor. Neither are match bonuses just yet. When I'm playing 20 and L, then at this rate, the match bonus will come into play. What I used to do all the time is I would withdraw the max up to the match bonus, and when the match bonuses came out, and then I would redeposit them and get them, and it was just it was like getting rake back, because you had to earn like 100 points to get $5 or something like that, which means you had to get play through like $500. So it wasn't bad. I mean, it was like a 10% rebate. So I raise under the gun. I get 3-bet, pretty big. Doesn't seem like we're going to be doing much thinking today, so let's just jam. Yep, that's what I figured. There's literally no reason not to jam. Does he have aces or kings sometimes? Sure. But not often enough to make the ace-king suited call or 4-bet without getting it all in. Player put 120 blinds out there. You know, make him do that. You raised to 3, he raised to 12, go for 120. All right, you bet the minimum, I'm going to call. There's no point in betting here. Unless you're going to bet big, there's no point in betting. Min bet. It's just silly. I could have taken the pot at any point, but we're just getting started. I don't want to seem like a complete and utter maniac. Delay is 150 seconds. That's what it is for regular cash games. A little shorter for blitz poker and a little longer for MTTs. Check. You can have it. Anytime a card that's good for my range comes off, better to fold. Well, that's right by the mic. I'm just hearing it now. I'm like second or third on the waiting list on all these fucking tables. Ugh. I like seeing how long players have been there. It kind of tells you a bit about where they're at based on their stack. Like if a guy's got, you know, $30 and he's been here 10 minutes, well, that's kind of impressive. Kings. All right, fold there. Courtney's doing nails, so we got the door closed. Oh, I got to redo the title. I didn't change the title. $10 WSOP cash games. Do. Hey, I got another table. Dun, 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 dun. This is hilarious. Like, it's just a waste of an ace. If you had raised pre-flop, you would get more action. Like, I'm not even going to call it. Like, if he bets normally, I'll call it, but I know I'm drawing slim. Ooh, I got another table. Alright. That looks like a pretty lame seat, actually. This one looks better. Just because of where I'm sitting, you really don't have much to go on WSOP. But because of where I'm seated, or where I would be seated, there's not much money on my right, and there's a bunch of big stacks on my left. I'll give that table a pass. Now, in the end, will I play a table that looks good? Sure. But, you know, if there's nothing else to play and I need 5 tables, I'll play there, that's fine. But if I get a choice, and 2 of them came up at once, so I got a choice, I'm going to go ahead and bet here. Seriously? Why am I getting check raised on the river? I wouldn't even bet that all the time. It's pretty bad, bro. We got us a hand over here. Let's hit some flops. No. Sure. No. No. Don't mind taking them down. Don't mind if I do. Guess I can move this down a little. No. These are the kind of ones that get you in trouble. If it was suited, I could call it, but if it's offsuit, I'd rather 3-bet it, and I don't want to 3-bet it with an early position raiser and a caller behind, and all these players left to act. It's kind of not the jam. I guess we could size these up a little. The ones on the bottom. Look at this. I might get priced in with the Broderick Crawford. This player's going to bet 30 cents every time. Every time. Oh, look at the Broderick Crawford 2-pair. Look at that, 30 cents. How did I know? This guy's compulsive. Compulsive with the bets. And the fact is they're going to work a lot when he's taking the raise on that flop, but, you know, what are you going to do? This guy's going to fold immediately. This guy's going to probably call one street. Might even get jammed on if he's got a flush draw. Nope, take it down. I'll take it down, that's fine. Pick up a gut shot on the bottom. Fold this one, fold that one. Let's go really big. You would think this would give away information about the hand, but people just kind of talk themselves into playing like garbage. But I'd rather get the folds and get action later. Nah, I'm going to check it. In a tournament, that would be a great spot to steal. But I'm just going to check it. This player should be checking a lot if he has ace high. He was the original opener. Going to check out this table. It's not bad. I'm going to try it. Check this one. Yeah, you guys can see all that. Nice. Fold. The trick to playing all these tables is don't over-click. Just whatever table is the next to act, it'll pop up on its own, then you can go right to it. See? There it is. And because they're all overlapped, I'll be able to see which one comes up and my eyes will go right to it. Wow. Top pair, very good. It's not a bad setup for 6 tables with my head on the screen. Fold. So I'm not touching anything. When this player folds in the top right, that table should pop up. But this guy did first. So fold, then it goes to this one, and it goes to this one. So you don't have to sit here clicking all over the place. Just a little thing. Somebody was asking me how you, or my dad actually asked me, how do you control the tables so much with just a mouse? So look at this. A limp and a 90-cent raise. All right, we're going to open the ace-3 suited, even though this guy limped. Fold that one. I'm going to bet small. This player is prone to calling here quite a bit. I'm going to check this one. Bet half pot here. Yeah, he can have an ace or a jack sometimes, but it's not too much of a worry. He makes a small raise. And check the river. If he has a jack, he's going to win something, but he's also going to do this with a queen. He's also going to, he's also going to do that with a club draw. Thing is, he's setting the price for the river, but re-raising there never does me any good. Like, I hate that he set the price, but he will bluff it sometimes, and I can't bet out of position. If I was in position and he had done that and then he checked, I would have absolutely bet. I like the call here with the 6. Because I'm not 100% sure that I'm good. King's bad for me. Check. I'm going to check this back. Yep. Nice. What's he got? Ace Jack. See, that's what I'm saying. We were talking about that this morning, the frequencies that you bet. That flop doesn't improve his range, and I have the nut advantage when it's 4-4-6. Like, he should never have any of that. It's hilarious. People just don't get it. All right, we see a limp. Go ahead and raise. Player's short, so there's not a lot of reason to bluff. Because he's not going to. People are like, oh, you just let him bet. Trust me. He is not bluffing there. What's going on over here? Should be 2 pair. If Spectrofax calls, he should have at least a pair of jacks. I don't think 10s even calls here. I think you honestly need queens to be happy about getting it in. But it's never great for you. Ooh, aces. Getting some hands, man. If I could get some action, that would be good. 2 limpers. And a small raise from our buddy who likes to make small raises. Let's see how much he likes playing for big raises. I mean, I feel like he's so compulsive he's going to call every time with a pair, so... If he has jacks here, I'm going to get it all. He's thinking about it. All right, he gives it up. That player really doesn't like me. Yesterday, he moved twice when I was on his left because I just kept 3-betting. Hey. Literal bad flop for me. Just going to give it up. Ace is pretty good. This player leads. I'm going to go ahead and just call. I feel like I'm ahead a ton. He's playing a flush draw a lot here. He's super short. Yeah, now he's betting small. I mean, if he's got it, he's going to jam here anyway, but he's also going to jam the flush draws. 5 on the river. I'm just going to put it in. I'm going to check back to this player. I feel like he's on the draw a lot. I think he just got there. Yep. He's not going to fold. That's the problem. So my 1 pair is fine to just check call, but when he snap bets the river, when that one-liner comes out, like he's just got a 3. He could have a hand like, 3-4, something that had a pair and an open ender now. Gonna be lurking for a bit. Nice, my man. Cheers. This is my buddy making the small bet. I'm going to put a squeeze on. This might be ill-advised because of the player calling already. He could have a set, but when he doesn't have much, I just take it down. This guy, I'm saying the guy is compulsive. And here's the thing. Other players know that he's going to bet 30% pot every single fucking flop, every single fucking time, every single time. So when other players know that, they're calling lighter, but that's not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to raise, just like I did. I raised there with nothing. They both have to fold, and I'm even squeezing on this guy. So it's like the greatest of all worlds. Make a 7. Could be good. Kind of hard to be good. Oh, look at that. What'd the other guy have? Deuce Trey? Ace 4. Oh, he had a... Wow, he should have bet the turn big time. He had the nut flush draw, an overcard, and a pair. Why are you not betting? Hilarious. Okay. Okay. Remember, nobody knows what you have, so they don't know why you're doing anything you're doing. Just keep betting. Gut shot. Just fold when you want to fold and bet when you want to bet. Player behind me, I can't call. I'd like to float it, but I can't with this player behind me. If there was one heart, I could. Ten-9 suited can be raised from any position at any stack depth down to about 15 blinds. Never forget that. It's in every chart. Long hand here. Big hand. Got the Royal? Oh, he's just putting the guy all in. The guy's got less than $5. So when this player calls me after I make the big bet, I'm kind of done with it. I'm just hoping for a 4 and that it's good. I think he's got like a middling queen, and he could have just made 2 pair or had the 7 the whole time. Don't think anybody's bluffing the river. Players don't bluff river. Like, I bet thinly, so I get raised a lot on the river, or bet at a lot on the river. Nobody's bluffing. Here's the thing. About 90% of the time, nobody's bluffing. So if you just don't try to call huge bluffs on the river, you're going to be right 90% of the time. You know what I'm saying? So be fine. Like, if you don't call huge bets in the river, you're just going to be okay. Yeah, I'm going to raise this one. I haven't played much blind versus blind. We can call with 7s. Not bad. It's a lot of players in the pot, though. This player bets right at it pretty quickly. I'm just going to fold. This player limps. I am going to raise. Got the open ender. No flush draw. Oh, that's my buddy Dilbert. I know you. We used to play a ton back in the day, bro. How you been? Why are you still playing 10 and L? You're very skilled. Have you really mismanaged your bankroll? My man used to crush everything. Like he won so many seats to the main event one year. He was just selling them off, and it was like his monthly revenue. So I don't know what his life is, but he went on such a run like a few years ago, and he's just a good player. Now, he was one of the first guys to understand betting frequencies on this site, so maybe that's kind of fucked him, but I don't know why you're playing 10 and L if you don't have to. Okay. I like to flop around a little bit with these little babies. See the raise from the small blind. I don't mind it because I'm in position. We might be okay. I hate this. The King-Jack offsuit is just awful. All right. I get called. I am going to bet it. I'll fold this one. Player bets at a good flop for him. I'm just going to fold. Might have to bet this one twice. Nope. Took it down. Range betting. Range betting. Nobody knows what you have. I don't play fives in first position, nine-handed in tournaments, but in cash, 100%. Take it right down. All right, low jack. This is kind of this is it shouldn't be, but it's on the edge for WSOP. It's just because the players play differently here. In a regular cash game, this is an auto open. I think ace-9 is my bottom. But players play very differently on this site, very badly. Hey, I like getting jacks the next hand, I'll tell you that. Jacks, 10s. Give me 9s somewhere. Check the ace. I get a small 3-bet. Two players are super short stacked. I'm just going to put them in. Hold. Ugh. Jack. This guy makes the straight. I love it. I'm going to fold that one. Like, there's just no reason not to. I get 3-bet on the button by my buddy over here. I'm going to call. Check. I'm going to try check raising. All right. So he's actually got a hand. I hadn't seen him 3-bet yet. That's exactly how I would have played ace-king. Might have 4-bet him because I hadn't seen him 3-bet at all, but maybe that's a reason to play it that way. Pretty good flop for my range. Snap fold. This player's wanting to call me down. Six on the turn. I mean, that 6 is kind of really bad for me. Yeah. I figured he'd call me with second or third pair. And if the turn he didn't hit it, he would have folded. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. King's okay. Fold here. Okay, we gamble. Ace king? Alright. A lot of middling situations to start. And I've lost every race. If it folds to me, I will play. What are you going to talk yourself into playing here when I just call? Can't win a race. Oh, his player post, this guy min raises. So it's like, I have to raise so much wider. Ugh. Player calls, queen comes off on the flop. Pretty good for me. I think the longer he takes, the better usually. Leads at me. And fold it. I mean, I feel like I lose here half the time. Wow. I really thought... See, why didn't you bluff? Why never bluff? If he just bluffs the flop or turn... Like, what the fuck ace am I calling with? Less likely for him to have a king, less likely for me to have a king. Yep. Don't be scared. He's leading out. Why would you lead out with a king? He's leading out with a flush draw. So therefore you raise him. When the flush misses the turn, it doesn't matter that a king came off and it's less likely I have a king. It's 100% he doesn't have one. Just going to go ahead and bet the 4 here. Everybody checks to me in position. Sometimes I get check raised, but I feel like mostly this pot just goes down because nobody's interested in it. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. All right. Yeah. Not my flop. Okay. Okay. Check, check. Pot. Fold. 8 on the turn's pretty good. Let's bet that. Not bad, not great. With the ace high. I'm going to check back. Like if I bet flop and get action, I really don't love it. I'm going to bet the turn. Just try to look bluffy. Goes down. I'm going to keep checking this one now that I picked up the draw. Ace on the river is kind of golden. Just because a lot of people are going to have an ace when I have the queen king. Or when I have the queen king. Check this one, fold that one. King on the river is pretty good. Not perfect. I'm going to call this one. I'm going to check this one. I'm probably going to check this one here and try to bluff catch. This player bets the minimum. I'm gonna raise that. I mean, he can have 2 pairs sometimes or ace queen or whatever, but if he has like king jack or king 9 or something, I'm gonna get paid, and you just can't take a showdown for this. All right. So I guess he's got either the 8-9 or the king queen or the ace queen. That's fine. Take it, bro. You played it completely wrong. If he had checked and bet, he would have gotten more. This is that same player who likes to call me. I'm going to check. I'm going to check this one. I'm going to bet the turn here for thin value. This is a delayed c-bet. Works. Check.
think I'm going to bet this river. Bluff it if this guy checks again. There's just not a lot for people to have, and my ace high is pretty good. If this guy has a 3, I'm going to puke. A deuce. That's not a good call either, especially with a player behind him. That's a really bad call. Like, he should never make that. Like, you can say, oh, well, he won. Yeah, he won this time. But most of the time, like 80% of the time, he's throwing away almost 2/3 pot bet. So bad. A deuce. I'll bet you if you asked this guy who raised preflop, he would say me. But he doesn't realize this was the raiser, I was the caller. Folding. It's a little earlier, so players aren't quite as wild. It's not the best time to play, but it's definitely profitable. But in like 4 hours, it'll be really prime. It's also a Tuesday, so players are kind of, it's not like it's a Sunday, where all the fish are playing. Not like there's great players on now, but just players who play more often. Nine's interesting because there shouldn't be a lot of nines in this range. This guy can have them, though. I mean, we're obviously calling. That's a weird card. Crush these losers, brother. Gonna try. I mean, I can't fold. This sucks, but I can't fold. Yeah, he actually had the 9. He played it perfectly awful. Yeah, 8-7. Yeah. I'm going to try to make this look super bluffy. So I'm going to bet pretty big. I'm going to fold this one. It's like limp, call, call, call. I'm going to bet really quickly. I am if my hand works. King on the turn's kind of bad. Kills my action. Just going to keep betting. He can have some sets for sure. This is a really bad board for me now. Because if he continues, he should just have a 3 a lot. All right, I'm glad I bet. Small 3-bet from the big blind. All right. I don't have to 4-bet it, but sometimes I will. I like that they're all diamonds. All right, this player 3-bets. I am 4-betting. This player bets. I am calling. Four bet, take it right down. Yeah, he's got a king. It's fine. I feel like he had either the ace in his hand or the king, but if he has just the ace on the river, he doesn't bet. So he got the king. That's fine. Oh, it's annoying. I like that 4-bet over here. Pocket ninners. Pocket assers. All right. Re-raise. I mean, this one is good for my perceived range, but not for my actual range from this spot. So I'm going to go ahead and bet. I'm going to check. This player calls me. He's going to have a lot of draws and kings. Doubt this player's ever leading a queen. I make the straight on the end. He could also have king 9. I'm going to bet half pot. Five, 7, king 10. Look at that. Jesus. I don't know why the fuck he's calling on the turn there. It's hilarious that he checks and thinks I'm going to bet. Look at this. I tried to fold this hand. I made trips. That's frustrating. Like, what happened there? This player called on the flop of the king, hit a 10 on the turn, didn't raise me, and thinks I'm going to bet the fucking river. You're out of your fucking mind. Alright, this one's it's good for my actual hand. This player leads. He's going to have a flush draw a lot, but I actually have showdown value. I kind of want to see what happens. Plus, there's a lot of players in the pot. So I don't know if one of these guys could have a better queen or a set or something. Aces again. It's not a bad card, man, but I don't know if you want to bet that flush. I'm going to check it. Bet that flush draw, I mean. Yeah, this is the problem right here. This is often a set. Ugh. I'm just kind of hovering right around where I've been. I took those 2 beats, and then I'm just kind of sitting at the same level. I want to see what this is. Is this a 9? I mean, if it's an ace, I'm gonna be laughing my ass off. I just want to see this. I mean, it could be something like 9 or ace 3 or something, right? 6-7 total bluff, and this guy overcalls with the ace. Worst fucking bluff you've ever seen in your life. Like, it makes no sense. I called you with 3rd pair, bro. The overcall is fucking disgusting. The guy with the ace overcalling is fucking disgusting. I knew I should have raised it. Ugh. How do you call with ace 6? It's just so situational. You never overcall that. I'm just going to bet small here. Take it down. What is your daily routine for the week compared to the weekend? The week's kind of wide open. Obviously, we're doing the Wake Up With Me streams, right? So I'll do those around 11 or 12, get started somewhere in there. Do that for about an hour and a half. Oh, my routine, but I wake up, I feed the dogs, take them out, to the park, come back, feed them, do all their medications and such. And then usually just get on the game, play maybe a little bit of Hearthstone. Then do the Wake Up With Me stream. And then after that, it's, get it uploaded to YouTube, create the thumbnail, that kind of shit. Usually takes me about 30, 40 minutes after to get that done. And then it kind of depends on what's going on with my day. Depending on what I do next. Like today, we just went out and went to Target and ran some errands and got a burrito and, that was that. Then came back and chilled, and I had to have my shot today. So that kind of amps me up, so I'm ready to play. I'm on testosterone. Have low testosterone. I don't have it anymore, but I'm treating it with taking testosterone. Ooh, that's a great turn card. Eight's kind of bad because he picks up outs from me. But I don't think I want to check the river here. Like, this is one where if I get raised, I could actually call because he can have Jack 8 a lot or 9-8. But yeah, and then that's kind of my thing. And then, go to the gym. Try to get to the gym like 3 or 4 days a week. I'm actually trying to go like 6 right now, but it's just for mostly cardio. Like, I'm only lifting 3 days a week. Yesterday, my routine was really fun. It was basically all of that. Then I went out to go take a drive, kind of reset. I had to run some errands, do some grocery shopping and shit. I'm just going to call this one. Normally I would 3-bet this, but every now and then I like calling and playing the trap when I hit. Plus, this player is prone to 3-bet, and if he does, I'm going to jam when everybody folds. It's a bad flop for me, so I'm going to check and call probably. Goes check, check. Ace on the turn. That's a great card. Because if this player has an ace, as long as it's not ace queen, I beat it. I'm going to bet the river. It's very hard for somebody to have a flush here. Probably didn't get much value out of this. But whatever. Yeah, so I was out yesterday and I got a text and went and saw somebody, hooked up. That was very nice. Came home, did some editing, played poker with you guys late night. And then kind of crashed out at like 3 a.m., maybe 4. But the weekend, my schedule's only different because it's all play. You know what I mean? It's like wake up, take care of the dogs, eat breakfast, prep my meals for the day so I can just get up and grab food, right? And then, wow, that's crazy. And I would have made the straight. Haha. If I was a worse player, I would have tripled up. But then Saturday and Sunday, typically Courtney goes to her boyfriend's house and spends the night. And, she leaves Saturday night, afternoonish. And she'll stay through Monday morning. So I'm all by myself, right? So I just take that time to put in as much volume as I can, playing as many tournaments as I can, doing as much editing as I can, playing as much cash as I can. Because there's nothing really, else that needs my attention. Because she's not here. So I kind of use it to up my volume when we're apart, which I find is really good. That if I have to play a lot of poker, right, it's kind of better to do that when she's either sleeping or not here, right? This pot could get big. Because this player should only have a 6, and sometimes he has a flush draw. So if this gets raised, I might want to... You know what? I think I want to raise this right now. I don't want to wait for the board to pair and have doubts. So sometimes he's going to jam 5-6. Sometimes he's going to jam worse flush draws. Sometimes he's going to jam like a pair of 7s. All right, we're all in. Let's go. The other player's probably got a straight. Yeah, worse flush draw, and the other guy had a straight. I was right. He was jamming a worse flush draw with a straight draw. The only problem is this guy had a straight. I mean, he's going to win it most of the time anyway because he's going to have 2 pair. But it's just so hilarious that it was just the big blind. And they called the raise, too. Raise came from over here. I didn't 3-bet it like I normally would. And ended up in a perfect situation with the small blind. Like, this player is so fucking compulsive. He might as well just call himself a gambler. That's just unlucky. Like, I'm not sweating that at all. I called the hand perfectly. The player calling behind is kind of ridiculous. Compulsive. As long as I didn't run into it behind, I should take this one down about 80% of the time. Player behind's really the concern. Yep. Compulsive. And it's like when you're that automatic, dude, you need to stop doing it eventually. Because even when he realizes that I'm doing it, and he's setting up pots for me to steal when I have nothing. I've done it like 5 times just today. It must have been like 20 times yesterday. So yeah, so my routine's pretty much similar, but there's more. I'll go to the gym on the weekdays and, not just be 100% devoted to, poker as much as possible. If that makes sense. Did that answer your question? I'm feeling a little floppy with the 3-4. Made a 4. I don't want to check raise him every time. He may bet the river. I'm probably going to call it because I want to see. I'm going to say you have King 10. Ace 5. You should have kept betting. You had a gut shot. You had the lock on the flush draw. What are you doing? Compulsive. One bet and done. Pretty, but no. Really? All right. I'm getting 4-bet from the small blind, then he pot bets. You think he's got a pair? I mean, I'm glad I 3-bet it, and because it's suited, I can't fold. If it was offsuit, I would have folded. It does? Nice. Thanks, Shiraz. Yeah, the other day, Shiraz, you asked me, you were like, I have some questions about your lifestyle, but I don't know what's too personal. And then I said, yeah, I'm an open book, man. Ask me anything you want. That's cool. And then you just dropped off. So if you had questions for me, man, about LGBTQ stuff or how the poly shit works and all like that, like that's the stuff everybody wants to hear about. So go ahead and ask, man. I don't care. Like, I mean, obviously, if it's something I don't want to answer, I just won't answer it. But I don't get offended by somebody asking. Does anybody ever 3-bet? I'm just gonna bet big. I just don't want, if this guy goes all in, I'm never folding because he's gonna have a flush draw. But I just don't want somebody who has a draw to just get there for cheap. So we're just gonna bet. Ooh, lots of people here. I like that. See, this is the same guy. Stupid fucking raise. Like he should be opening at least 50 cents here, probably 60. It's just a dumb fucking raise. Like you're not doing anything. You might as well have, limped. Only reason I'm calling is because he's on my right. Even after this 3-bet, I'm gonna get priced right in. Here's him again. He's raising out of first. I'm gonna raise him big again. Snap call. That's a pair. $1.50, can't call it. Somebody else needed to call. Big bet right off the rip. Just going to do it really quickly. I'm just going to put the money in. If you have a set, you got it, bro. I'm just going to check the nines. That's pretty good. It's a limped pot, so it's kind of whatever, but I'm just going to go ahead and lead. Ooh, king high wins. I'm going to check, and I expect him to bet all sevens. I guess he just had like ace 8 or something. Queen 8. Yeah, he just had the straight draw. So that's why we checked the river. Got a hair on my nose. This player raises under the gun. I'm just going to call it. Check. Ace on the turn is awful. You got it. You can give up queens that easily. Crawl. 9's pretty good. I'm gonna lead. I guess can't trust these players to see that when they limp. So I'll take it down. That's fine. Anytime you drag a pot, man. Ow, man, my elbow popped. Oh, look at this. Floosh over floosh. I want to see the replay. So that's the flop. Player bets. He goes all in. Look at this. That's hilarious. Like, what happened pre-flop? A raise and a call. How weak are you? Bet, jam, call. Wow. That's some of the worst play on both ends I've ever seen. He's tilty. Got me a club draw. Don't mind keeping the pot multi-way. Look at this, quads. Ooh, get a 10 now. I mean, this is a fucking 5-way pot. You should really have a good ace here. I mean, this looks to me like either a weak ace or a better flush draw than mine. 9 on the river, pairs the board. I'm not going to bet this one. I'm going to check it. Because a lot of times you're going to see a bad ace bet here. There's only the king and the ace better than me, so I can't raise. I'm definitely going to call. I mean, this is going to be funny when we see the hands. Look at the nut flush just called. I said he could have a better flush draw than me. Then the bad ace bets. This guy calls with the worst possible flush. Ugh. It's only because I knew what this guy had and this guy should have that I called. Like, if I have the 10 high, I'm not calling there. That's really gross. I told you it was going to be funny. It was either going to be exactly that, or it was going to be this guy would have an ace, this guy would have a 9, this guy would have an ace. 8 on the flop. Just going to bet half pot. It just looks like bullshit. But he doesn't have anything. Can't be one spade on the flop so I can call. I'd have won this pot. It so sucked because you're like flying blind here because this player is super short. Anything can happen. This player is compulsive. Like I said, he bets every time. Well, this player is short, so I'm just going to bet and get his money in. How do you fold with $2 left? It's hilarious. Like, you see that? Like, I checked to the guy because I didn't have the actual good hand, but he didn't 3-bet me. His range does not contain many aces. So when he bets, I just fucking check raise him for no reason. And he just folds. He's going to pay me with aces every time. It's going to be hilarious if he has me beat, right? Like, I'm just doing this to be a dick. I just totally min-clicked him back on the flop. He did fold. I think it's hilarious. I think I could have gotten a call of a smaller bet, but I really feel like he wanted to call that. He didn't fold an ace or something. He folded like a bad queen. Got it. I bet the move was to quickly bet half pot on the river. Check raise is big. Five's not awful. He checks. I'm going to check back. I think he's on a flush draw. Do I go for value on the river if he doesn't bet? He may call me with, yeah. So that's the thing. I wanted to bet the turn, but because the board pairs fives, like, he's got such a good jamming range on me with a full house right there. Like, he can definitely have flop two pair and turn the full house, but when he goes check, check, turn, and river, I think betting the river is important because he can have some rag-ass aces like ace four, but it's thin, but it's okay. All right. The amount of times I'm raising this guy, he's just not catching on. Just keeps folding every time. It's a pretty good turn if I can't have a five. Player leads 65. Full pot bet. Called behind. I'm going to be up against a better pair in somebody's hand here a lot. Like a sevens or something. All right, you can have that. I'm going to fold this. 6 on the river. That's hilarious. What did he have? Pocket four. He had the fours full, and then he turned. He got counterfeited, and then the river fucking makes a 6. He should have raised. Why didn't he raise? Player cold calls the 3-bet. I'm not really afraid of much here. Like, I'm just trying to get an ace to call down. Oh, free roll. Total free roll. That always scares you when you call it with trips and the other guy's like, hey, I got a free roll on you. You're like, no. Appreciate you guys coming out. Betting the equity and the king is a good scare card. Nice. Take it down. Pocket fivs. My timing's a little slow right now. I'm a little tired, so I'm not kind of clicking as quickly as I should. My hands are cold, so I'm a little stiff. So it throws off some things, but not many. All right, got a buy-in back. I was down 3.5 buy-ins. I'm only down 2 now. For the day, I mean. I get 3-bet by this player. I'm in position. I'm going to call it. I do have the ace of clubs. I'm going to check it back. He could definitely be trapping, but I think I have the best hand here. Quite a bit. Unless he has like a pair of 10s or something. I don't know how often he double barrels here with just ace high. Unless he has like quad jacks, right? I want to see it. Yeah, that's what I thought, bro. Remember what I was saying about ace high being good, and when you have the ace king, you have the best ace high? Nicely played. No. Hang on a sec here. I gotta mark that one. Oh, god damn it. Alright, I can fold it. Not enough time on these. That marker was for this ace king down here. On this table. It's for my editing purposes later. Got shot. Fuck that. And it's like, it's not a crazy hero call. Like, you saw me logic it out, right? Like, he has to have a monster to check that. Because my range should contain more jacks than his out of the small. When he 3-bets. Ten of the turn's bad. A lot of draws get there. A lot of hands make 2 pair. So I'm not gonna take a shot at this one. I'm looking for a 6 on the river.
Sometimes I can win with these sixes, but I think mostly I'm up against like somebody will have a 10, somebody will have like queen 10 or something. Yeah, I'm not even gonna call. I can't. Oh, I got timed out. Look at that. I get called the king on the river. Or the king on the turn. It's not bad unless he has exactly spades. This player's just such a punk. He's just such a fucking punk. He bets when he's got a good hand, but he never gets proper value. Like, he should be betting bigger there all the time. I should have checked to him on the flop and then went for the check raise turn. Yeah, I'm just going to check raise that guy every chance I get. He just plays so bad against it. Ugh. Tired. Ooh, I felt it coming. This is the best flop you want. King 7 deuce. This is the flop you want. When you make a set, you want this. And you want the guy betting into you. I mean, I'm risking him making a flush, but... Oh, that's perfect. Yep, King Jack. I mean, with King Jack, I mean, like, not even Ace King, right? Like, what am I calling you with? Think about it. What am I calling you with? King, deuce, 7, 5, king. What am I calling you with on the flop that you beat? Nothing. King, queen. What do I have exactly? King 10? You're out of your fucking mind. Horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Well, almost back up to even now. Yeah, I need a nap. I want to play real bad, but like my body goes into this shutdown after I take the shot. I get amped up, and it's a whole bunch of adrenaline, and then there's like a crash. Only because I've eaten properly. Like if I was hungry at all, I would be amped through the roof. I'm going to take one more value bet off here. Yeah, nice. Queen's pretty good. I'm going to check raise this guy. You know what? No, I'm going to call it. Oh, god damn it. Why it's King's the only card that's bad for me. I mean, I can't fold. King's the only card that's bad for me. Like an ace is amazing for me. This is just awful.
king on the turn again. Like, this is just awful. Take it. There was just no action here. Like, my instinct is to like lead the flop there sometimes, but this player was so timid that I didn't even think he would even stick around with a pair. Like, it's just very very polarized. Yeah, I definitely am tired. How long have I been playing? Like an hour. Yeah, I'm definitely needing a nap. Ah. If nobody bets this river, they're a pair of punks. Yeah, I'm gonna have to shut this down and take a nap. Maybe we can get a score right before the end. I'm just playing out the free hands. Would have been so great to flop something good here. Like, even if this is just a red 5, it's not bad. Ooh, free card? Hell yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, and I've had enough caffeine today. Yeah, it's just this shit. I think I was a little sick, hungover from the COVID shot. I was talking about it with Courtney last night. She's like, well, it has been 3 weeks, and that's right around where it hit you last time. But last night I was really feeling like crap. Like, I had a fever, and, I was like achy all over, and I had a headache, and it was crazy. But I don't know, because I woke up feeling generally okay, just kind of tired all day. But, it's the day, it's Tuesday. It's when I, do the shot.
And then, you know, we went out, we did some errands. I came back, I did my shot, and we had burritos, and everything was great. And that was about 2 hours ago. And I should be like flying through the roof, but I'm just tired. Average like 80 or 90 hands per table, so what is that? 6 tables, 90 hands, about 540 hands. And that's the thing, you don't have to play a long session, you know what I'm saying? You can just play whatever you can play. I've played sessions of like 7 tables for 15 minutes because I was just like, I have 15 minutes to play, and I would just register get on all the waiting lists, get on all of them right away, play for 15, 20 minutes, and get off. And that's like, you know, you can get in 100 or a couple hundred hands. You know, like there's always time to play more pots. You know, look at that right in the door. He's got 80 cents. I didn't even see how much he had. If I saw how much he had, I would have just checked. 8 fucking blinds on the table. It's hilarious. Come on. Final 2 tables. And it's like I started off the session in the first like 50 hands, I took 3 beats, which is bad. I was down like almost 4 buy-ins today. I was down almost 4 buy-ins, and at this moment, I started at 177.57 minus 169.08. So I'm down less than a buy-in. 84 blinds after like 600 hands. Being down that, so what is that? Divided by, or actually multiply it by 100, or no, by 10. Because that's how many blinds it is. So 85 blinds divided by, what did I say, like 540? Losing at 15 big blinds per hour or per 100 isn't bad, considering I win at 80 big blinds per 100. Yeah, so I'm definitely tired. I'm probably going to come back in like an hour or two, but I'm just going to take a little nap. I'll see you guys in a little bit.